Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it may be when you're watching this video, I am Ronnie Elev8, the Admissions Director of Elev8 Treatment and Legacy Center. And with me today I have Mr. Michael Oakley, the co-founder of Elev8 Treatment and Legacy Center. And we just want to come to y'all today and kind of explain the disease of alcoholism for those that might not understand or that's indirectly affected and want to get a better found knowledge of it. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Michael.
Like Ronnie said, my name is Michael Oakley. I'm the co-founder of Elev8 Treatment and Legacy Center. And we just wanted to come out and give y'all some information about what the disease of addiction is doing to our community today. If we look at some trends that have happened over the last couple of months, since March of 2020, we've seen a 76% increase in opioid overdose deaths in the state of Louisiana. And it's an epidemic that is wiping out a generation of our youth, a generation of us. It's a disease that doesn't affect just one demographic. It doesn't discriminate against age, race, religious preference, sexual orientation, anyone and everyone. It can be, and most people have been either directly affected or indirectly affected through the disease of addiction. So many times the loved ones of an alcoholic or an addict, they want to know why. They want to know, why does this person keep doing this over and over and over again? They have so much to live for. They've got beautiful kids, or they've got a great family, or they have so much potential. And so what we do here at Elev8 is we try to explain to the clients what the disease of addiction is, and then we also, through family programming, family sessions, is try to explain to the parents what the disease of addiction is. And so what we identify is the disease concept of addiction, which states that there's a two-part problem. We have a problem in our mind and a problem in our body. We identify this physical craving to use a substance. And that physical craving is what takes over. It tells us that we got to get more and more and more. And that's where the robbery comes in. That's where the lying, the cheating, the stealing to get this fix comes into play. And then we look at the attempts at recovery in an alcoholic. We look at the multiple treatment facilities, the multiple jail appearances, the multiple interventions that they face with coming off of this substance and how they keep coming back. And that's where we look at the mind. The mind operates off of a reward system. And so what an alcoholic and addict has done is they have created a memory, a thought, a pattern, a behavior that drugs and alcohol is a successful coping mechanism to an emotional problem. And so when they find sobriety and they've done nothing to remove that, what we call a mental obsession, when those emotional factors hit, their brain doesn't register the fact that they detoxed all the drugs and alcohol. It doesn't register the fact that they've lost family, or they've ended up in jail, or they've ended up in and out of court systems. It registers that very first time that they tried drugs and alcohol and it was successful. And so what we do here at Elev8 is we try to treat the mind, the body, and the spirit. So first things first is we're going to want to get you physically away from the substance. We're going to want to get your body clean and clear of that substance present in your body, which is creating the desire, the overwhelming want to do more and more and more. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to want to treat the mind. We're going to do that through CD processing group, family sessions, individual therapies, treatment plans designed towards the individual, not towards the masses. And as we go through that, we're going to build emotional security. We're going to build emotional stability. And then last, but most importantly, we're going to want to treat the spirit. We're going to want to treat the spiritual experience, the spiritual enlightenment, the religious connection, whatever your spirituality may be. We're going to want to urge you and inspire you to seek a relationship with something that is higher than you. When we look at drugs and alcohol and the affected, we look at the fact that if their mom and dad would have been able to keep them sober, it would have happened a long time ago. If it would have been their kids that were going to keep them sober, it would have happened a long time ago. If it would have been the jail system that's going to keep them sober, it would have happened a long time ago. So we inspire, we challenge our clients to seek a spiritual program of action that allows them to remove that mental obsession that keeps telling them to go back out, that keeps telling them to go use and use and And so for our family members, we also want them to understand that no alcoholic or addict wakes up on a Monday morning and just decides, you know what, today's a good day to let my parents down. Today's a good day to abandon my children. They want to be a member of the family. They want to be a productive mother, a productive father. This disease of addiction is bigger than what we perceive. This disease of addiction is not what the old mind says it is, where it's the guy who's living under the bridge with the brown paper bag. It's me, it's Ronnie, it's maybe some of your loved ones. And at some point, we've got to get tired of burying our youth. We've got to get tired of innocent children being raised without mothers and fathers due to this disease. So I'm going to pass it back to Ronnie, and I'm going to let him explain to you how you can get in touch with us. Just know that this is the hardest working man in the business. He's going to answer your phone call. He's going to be able to talk to you. If Elev8's not right for you, he's going to find a place where you can go. We want to end the stigma. We want to have people recover. We want them to leave a legacy. We want them to recreate their lives. You know, a part of the book that I study and with having to deal with alcoholism talks about alcoholism as an illness, but it says it's an illness that no other illness has to deal with. With the illness of alcoholism comes warped lives of blameless children, fierce resentments from parents. So I encourage you, if you have a loved one battling with it, reach out to us, find the way to show them patience, find the way to show them compassion, and reach out to someone to seek help before it's too late. Like I said, Ronnie's going to give you all our contact info and how you can get in touch with us. And please, if it's not us, please just reach out to somebody.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Michael. Like Mike said, call. If you listening to this today and what Michael said touched you, call me. If it sounds like one of your loved ones, call me. That number is 225-448-0440. Again, that number is 225-448-0440. My direct number is 225-726-4060. Again, that's 225-726-4060. You can also find us on the web at elev8treatment.com. We also have a Facebook page, Elev8 Treatment and Legacy Center. Please reach out. Addiction has no face. It looks like me. You know, I'm directly affected of the disease of alcoholism, and I'm just here to help. Elev8 Treatment and Legacy Center is more than just a recovery center. 95% of our staff are in recovery themselves, so we understand. We want to love you until you can love yourself, or until your loved one can love themselves. Again, the numbers are 225-448-0440. My direct number is 225-726-4060. Let's grow together. Let's do more than recover. Let's leave a legacy.
And if, I just wanted to reach out with one more thing. If you're hearing this and you are affected and you're at that hopeless state, I want you to know we care and we are here. Ronnie tells a lot of people that Elev8 is a place built for you by people just like you. Please give us a call.